Hello there. This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and there's been a lot of recent rumors and news going around about the new Jedi Order movie about Rey Skywalker. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop right on into it. We're gonna break it all down for you guys from what we're hearing, what's true, what's false, facts versus simple rumors, and also with everything else that we know about the upcoming Rey Skywalker movie into the regards of all those recent news. We, of course, are gonna go ahead and hop right on into it. Before we do, though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video, we are going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. The latest Star Wars gossip and rumors claims that Disney actually fired Sharmeen obaid-chinoy, the director of Daisy Ridley's untitled Rey Skywalker movie that was announced last year at Star Wars Celebration. But these are rumors, and they don't seem to be true. Following Sharmeen obaid-chinoy's recent comments and controversy in the last couple of weeks to Variety.com that it was time that we had a woman come forward to shape Star Wars and to make a Star Wars movie specifically, much rather than just TV shows for one thing, and then also into the out-of-context statements of by which she says that she likes to make men uncomfortable. Those were from 8 years ago, for one thing, and for another have been very much so taken out of context. A new report claiming her movie had actually been indefinitely delayed also recently just lit up the internet before eventually being debunked as well. We recently just covered that one here on the channel. So now, a new unfortunate rumor. Disney seems to have fired the director, Sharmeen obaid-chinoy, as these recent rumors surfaced, leading many fans to question what is true or what is not. And I think the safest way to go into this kind of thing, guys, of course, take it with a grain of salt. Really, they're simply just rumors. The rumors are called rumors for a reason, because they are rumors. The only way to really guarantee if something's actually factual if there's an official announcement or confirmation from Star Wars, Disney, or Lucasfilm themselves. So speculation that Sharmeen obaid-chinoy, the director of the Rey Skywalker movie, has been dropped from Daisy Ridley's Star Wars movie appears to have stemmed from YouTuber Mike Zira, who alleged Lucasfilm decided to fire and remove the director in the wake of the Rey movie backlash. Now this guy, I'm not one to throw shade or anything, but he covers a lot of false stuff, so it's a bit interesting to see one of his false rumors actually spiral out and actually get out there. The video also claimed that Sharmeen obaid-chinoy was removed from additional Lucasfilm and Disney Plus projects all over that have yet to actually been confirmed or announced, because Sharmeen obaid-chinoy isn't just focused on Star Wars. She also recently had directed a couple episodes of the Miss Marvel show over on Disney Plus as well. In addition to the director's recent Variety comments that has caused her a bit of backlash and controversy, 2015 statements from Sharmeen obaid-chinoy have, of course, recently resurfaced over on X, now known as X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, as Forbes.com noted, were also falsely attributed to her Star Wars movie, taken out of context or simply not true. Granted, the announcement of another Rey Star Wars movie was met with mixed reactions at last year's Star Wars Celebration, although it's good to point out that most of those reactions were honestly positive, especially since Star Wars has steered clear of theaters since 2019's The Rise of Skywalker. They've gone on a bit of a hiatus. There's been breathing room. That there, though, however, is the other side of the coin. The unfortunate side is that there's been countless Star Wars movies that have been rumored around or officially announced and seem to have never taken off. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it seems very likely that this Rey Skywalker New Jedi Order movie would, be the one to actually go somewhere. However, while online criticism of the director's comments is real, evidence that Disney or Lucasfilm removed her is yet to actually be seen, like confirmed, as I had mentioned. If anything, there's more evidence suggesting that the film is well underway at the studio, as they do look to go into filming and production a little bit later this year. In recent days, Daisy Ridley also recently expressed her excitement for the project to Allocene.com over Deadline.com, saying that, "I knew it was something I really wanted to do." She says that in quote, "So I thought about it for a little bit, and once I knew what the story was and everything, I knew it was something that I really wanted to do. I think it's really fascinating and fantastic exploration of the Star Wars world overall, It's a really cool way of taking the story on in a bit of a different direction. I mean, that quote right there, of course, something that we've also recently covered here on the channel, giving it honestly a little bit of hype, like for what this script and for what this story has to offer for the new Jedi Order movie or the Rey Skywalker movie. Like, it's going into a different direction, and it's something that the actress is willing to return to, because just about all the sequel actors have come forward and to say that they don't want to return to a galaxy far, far away simply because of the storytelling, because of the way that those scripts were written for the sequels. They were a bit out of whack, they weren't all very much so connected, and that caused many of them to kind of just want to step away from the overall franchise, and that it would take a really good director and a really good script for, as of what most of them have said, to make them return. Now, Daisy Ridley does fall underneath that umbrella as well, having said that she didn't really want to return to a galaxy far, far away, especially after the rise of Skywalker. So seeing that this script and this story of what they're going to tell with the new Jedi Order movie is enough to make her want to return, then I do think it honestly says something about with what this movie has to offer. And I've kind of said it in and out here on the channel and other videos, and even kind of have preached it honestly, is that into comparison, this new Jedi Order movie can very much so act to the same way that the Clone Wars animated show did for the prequels. The prequels, when they were first coming out, of course, weren't received very well. Many people had criticisms about the overall story, the plots, and especially the dialogue. So when they had added the Clone Wars animated show into the mix of things a couple of years later, it seemed to have really kind of fixed things in a way. Anyway, I think and I hope that the new Jedi Order movie will be able to do the same for the sequels, even though if it's just a little bit. In addition to all of this though, however, Lucasfilm contradicted the rumor of the film being indefinitely delayed as well, themselves officially coming forward and saying that no, it's still underway, it's still going into filming and production later this year, telling Gizmodo.com the report was inaccurate and that the studio was actively awaiting writer Stephen Knight's next draft of the movie. And so, while there's little actual evidence at that, if there's any, that Lucasfilm was considering firing Sharmeen obaid-chinoy, the director, unfortunately it is true that the studio is not afraid to drop a director at will. It's something that we've seen before. It's also worth noting that the development of Daisy Ridley's Rey Skywalker movie has not been drama-free all that much. On the eve of the film's announcement, writer Damon Lindelof, the original writer, not Stephen Knight, of the movie, was asked to leave the project actually, leading Lucasfilm to bring on Stephen Knight to pen the script, which was followed by the film seemingly being delayed into 2026. Nonetheless, it still does look to come out sometime in the near future, like the next 2 years, 2025 or 2026. But now with the 2023 Hollywood strikes, those were likely the cause. Lucasfilm's sudden announcement of Jon Favreau's The Mandalorian and Grogu movie as well in the last couple of weeks had raised eyebrows, especially since it was now being described as the first Star Wars movie to return to theaters since 2019. That does seem to be the case, but that doesn't mean that the new Rey Skywalker movie isn't happening. Due to Lucasfilm's long-standing history with their directors and the new Jedi Order movie project's troubled track record thus far, rumors of distressed production were not all that unexpected, unfortunately. Therefore, if there are inaccurate, Lucasfilm should do more to defend its creatives like Sharmeen obaid-chinoy and forgo relying on other outlets to silence these speculators. As in other words, Lucasfilm should be the one to keep the record straight. They should come out, shoot down these rumors, debunk them, whatever the case may be. It's something that I appreciate that they have done, and I hope that they'll continue to do so. A simple statement from Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy could put these rumors to rest days ago and have allowed Sharmeen obaid-chinoy, as well as Daisy Ridley, to move forward without those distractions, although they can't really cause that many distractions. But that's not all. Lucasfilm needs to not only be committed and supportive of its talent, but also its quality of its products, their movies, TV shows, whatever they're going to be putting out. Good stories have the power to change hearts and minds, but messages and milestones will always be undercut by mismanaged projects, studio interference, and ignoring the basic storytelling rule: show, don't tell. Currently, the untitled Daisy Ridley Star Wars movie is currently expected to debut on May 22nd of 2026, but we'll see, because dates change around, and I'll be here to keep you guys updated with that as we do with all types of Star Wars related news. Guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions and theories in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys are all thinking, guys. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.